It's your girl Odie reporting to you live from my studio office space, apartment, place. Now I know what y'all about to say. I know I've been gone for a minute, but we're trying to get back into the swing of things, and today I'm coming to you with the review of one of my very favorite movies, and that is The Wood, directed by Rick Famuyiwa, and it came out in, 1999. What was I doing in 1999? So y'all was in middle school? I had been in middle school, yeah. So, this film stars some of your favorite black men and women from the 1990s. We have the wonderful Omar Epps, Melinda Williams, Richard T. Jones, Taye Diggs, DeAndre Bonds, with appearances from Sanaa Lathan and Miss Lisa Ray. So this film is somewhat of a coming-of-age film. We're going back and forth between the present and the past. The present is we have a missing groom, and his two best friends are trying to find out where he's at. And then in our past, we have three young boys who are growing up together, one of which is new to town. So we have Mike, who's the new kid. He's played by Sean Nelson as a youngster, and he's played by Omar Epps as an adult. So he's getting accustomed to the West Coast life and all its differences from his home of North Carolina. So he's getting schooled by his two new friends, Roland and Slim. So, like I said, this film is a series of flashbacks of the three best friends and everything that they were doing as youngsters and what they're doing right now, trying to get Roland to the altar. So this is about, their journey of being friends and coming into young adulthood while growing up in Inglewood, California, hence the name The Wood. So, these three buddies, like most prepubescent boys, they're focused mostly on girls, girls, then of course trying to stay out of the way of the local gangs that are also a part of the city of Inglewood. So we have Mike, who is pretty much the main character of this film. He's also the narrator, and he's getting accustomed to life and the differences in the LA culture, including gang culture, which is an issue, of course, he never had to deal with back in North Carolina. So his first encounter with a gang member came when he went to carry out a bet and grabbed the butt of a young lady named Alicia, who was played by Melinda Williams, not knowing that her older brother, Stacy, was a member of the Bloods. He's played by, of course, DeAndre Bonds. So Stacy beats Mike up, and Mike, he tried his best. He threw the first punch thinking that it was going to help him out, but he did try to hold his own. Stacy beats Mike up, and Alicia stops it because she only wanted, Stacy to scare him, not to actually beat him up. So later on, Mike and Stacy actually become cool as Mike looked out for him in a situation with the police. So from there, Stacy thought it would be a good idea to not only give him the encouragement to go talk to his sister, but gave him a little tip to attract her, which starts a romance between those two characters, Mike and Alicia. So, like I said, this film goes back and forth between the present and the past, where Roland is avoiding his wedding, and they talk about and then the past, where they're talking about the good times they had in growing up, including the bet that the trio had on who would lose their virginity first. Of course, boys. So this film is full of so many catchphrases and hilarity and romantic moments that honestly, the teenage me, I absolutely love watching this film over and over again, especially with my friends when we had our little sleepovers. This was always a good film to watch because we were going through the same things that they were at that time. Like I said, I was in middle school. So to me, this film is definitely a classic in my eyes. So I just want to point out something that I really respect the director of this film, Rick Famuyiwa, for, and that has to deal with DeAndre Bonds. Now, if you don't know, Rick Famuyiwa is also the director of the 2015 film Dope, which also features DeAndre Bonds. And if you did not know, he's actually reprising the role of Stacy from The Wood in this film. And you can just think, oh, he just wanted to bring him back, but this is actually a really notable and great thing about Rick Famuyiwa. So if you did not know, DeAndre Bonds had actually just been cast for the role of Jesse in the film Antoine Fisher, starring Derek Luke and Denzel Washington, an actor that DeAndre Bonds really looks up to. And unfortunately, he was trying to defend his aunt, and he ended up killing her boyfriend, which landed him 10 years in jail right after he got cast for this film. So of course he had to pass that up And upon getting out of jail, there weren't that many opportunities for him since people hadn't seen him in so long, and they're thinking, you know, this guy just got out of jail. Do I really want to cast him for a movie? But Rick Famuyiwa said, you know, I want to reprise your role and I'm going to give you this role in Dope. And I think that was really commendable of director Rick Famuyiwa for doing that. So, you know, this guy's trying to revamp his life, trying to get back into, you know, his passion, which is acting. And Rick Famuyiwa gave him a chance by reprising the role of Stacy in the 2015 film Dope. And I just thought that just made me love The Wood more and Dope more, of course. So, in essence, I love this film even more because of that one special fact about director Rick Famuyiwa. So, I have to give this film an A-. Like I said, this is definitely a classic film in my eyes, in my collection. I want to know what you guys think of The Wood. A lot of you all, if you're around my age, I know that you love The Wood. You should have. If you didn't, what's wrong with you? What's going on? Everything alright up there? Anyway, I'd love to hear what you all think about The Wood. Let me know what your favorite quotes are from this film, your favorite scenes, anything like that. Let me know what your favorite song is off of the soundtrack. I would love to know that. That's a good one too. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning into Black Girl Cinema. I will see you all next time right here in my office space thing. I don't know what to call this place. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Bye!